What's going on, traders? John with Tactical Trading here with our weekly watch list going into October 25th, 2020. A couple of stocks that I want you to take a look at were already mentioned on our OTC Saturday video, so I'd like you to go take a look at that video if you haven't seen it already. Two in particular that we're watching very closely is CBBT. This is Cerebane Biotech, and Ignite International, BILZF. I anticipate that Dan Bilzerian will put this, that he's purchasing $25 million worth of stock on his Instagram feed. So I do anticipate if that happens, his followers will jump in, buy this stock. I do anticipate this stock going higher. Not saying that this is a long-term hold or a solid company to invest in, but this could be a very good trade, a very profitable trade going into next week. And CBBT, with the acquisition of PKG, could help this company. It closed towards the highs, or actually at the high of the day on Friday. So I do expect this to continue going into Monday, possibly throughout the entire day. So those are the two OTC stocks that I'm watching very closely. They're both on the OTC Saturday video, and that's CBBT and BILZF. Now, going into this week for listed stocks, I'm going to give you a pair of stocks that I'm going to be watching in tandem with each other this week. Both of them I have called out before. One is CEI, Camber Energy, and the other one is OEG, Orbital Energy Group. Camber Energy closed the day at 0.8547. This was up actually down 1% on Friday. This is a growth-oriented independent oil and gas company engaged in the development of crude oil, natural gas, and natural gas liquids in Texas and Louisiana. They'll be shortly merging with Viking, so I do like the prospect that they are merging with Viking. So I do like these guys a tad bit better than OEG, but I like them both nonetheless. OEG does the same thing, except they're more into also renewable energies as well too, and they had a nice pop towards the end of last week. They did pull back on Friday. They were actually closed the day on Friday at 0.7829, so just about 78 cents. They were down 19% on Friday after a very strong run on Thursday. These stocks tend to, once they catch fire, they tend to run. So what I'd be looking for in both of these stocks is them to start gaining some traction and some volume coming in. And when that happens, these stocks can run. The reason I like CEI a little better, it has shown the propensity to run a little better than OEG and for more days than OEG. And then also their daily chart looks a little stronger than OEG. They look to be going on a trend line, and as they've pulled back, it looks like to be on the bottom support of that trend line on the daily chart. So I do anticipate them popping this week. Now, for the three stocks that I'm watching very closely this week, first stock is ZDGE. This is Zedge Inc. These guys closed at $2.54 on Friday. They were up 62%. They did have a high in the mid threes. This company actually offers digital publishing platform and digital digital content such as wallpapers, video wallpapers, ringtones, and stickers, as well as apps to launch virtual storefronts. And we know that with this election infection, everything's moving towards digital and online, so this company could see a continuation. They reported, and this was an earnings play, so on Friday they reported better than expected Q4 earnings per share and sales results. They gapped up above $3, and I expect more momentum this week as these earnings plays they tend to have legs. So I'd definitely be watching ZDGE going into Monday and throughout the week. Another stock I'm going to be watching is a stock that had a pretty strong run early last week in the week prior to that, and that's Semnio Technology, AIHS. This stock closed at $1.16 on Friday. It was down about 4%. These guys engage in the automobile transaction and related services in China. These services include facilitation of auto transactions and financing, connecting ride-haul drivers to financial instruments to get those together to promote purchasing of these vehicles. What I really like about these guys is that they also, last week, they announced an agreement with Chinese EV manufacturer BYD to purchase and jointly promote EVs for ride sharing. So I do think if the EV sector starts to warm up a little bit, I think AIHS would be a perfect company to take a look at. They're a lower float, cheap penny stock with a good story in a good sector, in a good area. They have shown the propensity to run. In fact, they ran, on the day of this news, they ran a little over $2. Right now being at $1.16, I find this a very good deal for this company, and I do expect expect them to run up next week, possibly into the mid ones, if not better. The final stock we're taking a look at this week is Remark Holdings, M-A-R-K. This stock closed at $1.58.5, so 1.585, so 158.5. They were up 40% on Friday. This is a tech-focused company which develops and deploys AI products, thermal imaging, temperature scanners, AI-based solutions for businesses in various industries worldwide. They also operate and hold a stake in ShareCare, CanCan, and Bikini.com. Now, a real savvy move from their CEO late Friday. The company tweeted that they are, for the first time, selling products with tech giant Intel, which pushed a lot of volume and a lot of upward pressure on this stock going into late Friday. This happened almost at the 2 p.m. hour Central Time, a little bit after that. And this stock skyrocketed with a lot of volume. I believe they traded over 40 million shares on Friday. This is a heavily shorted stock. This is a very popular stock on Stock Twits, and then this is a very highly pumped stock. I do believe that a lot of shorts were trapped on Friday. This thing can show any upward pressure, especially if they put out a formal press release about this this partnership with Intel. This can push this stock up to new 52-week highs, which are in the mid threes. Without a PR, I do still expect a short squeeze. I do expect this stock to push up into the twos, if not the mid twos, but then that will be a shorter lived gain. Again, I don't think this is a stock worth holding for a very long time. They have good technology, interesting technology. But it seems as if over the past year, their run-ups have been, preceded with heavy drops as well too. Again, this is a heavily shorted stock, but a heavily pumped stock as well too. If they can get any traction on Twitter, as far as Twitter finance or anything of this nature, this could push this or propel this stock a little higher. So I'm definitely watching MARK going into next week, especially going into tomorrow morning. That's going to be my main watch. In fact, I did purchase some shares in the after hours of MARK going into the weekend for one of my weekend holds. So again, the stocks we're watching in the OTC land, mainly we're watching CBBT and BILZF. Both of these stocks were highlighted on my OTC Saturday video. Again, if you haven't seen it, go check that one out. We put it out yesterday. And then we're also watching two oil and gas plays in tandem, CEI and OEG, that's Camber Energy and Orbital Energy Group. We're watching Zedge Inc., ZDGE. We're also watching Senmile Technology, AIHS. And last but not least, we are watching Remark Holdings, MARK. Let's have a great week this week, guys. I think this is going to be a very good week. These are not the only stocks. I mean, obviously, this is not the only stocks that are going to have news. So keep your eye out early mornings for any stocks with news, any stocks that are running. Try not to, be greedy. Always take your profits when you get them, and you don't have to have a ride on that entire. You just want to get a stock with some momentum, take a little ride up, and jump off and take your little piece of the move for your profits. That's how small accounts become large accounts. As always, please like, please share, please subscribe. Any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. And as always, guys, let's get that money and have a great week. We will see you in an update sometime in the middle of the week.